Hello, friend. Welcome into this mystery reading. I'm Molly, the QuantumLeapQueen. Thanks for joining me on this reading. These readings are a timeless resource for you to come utilize whenever you need some extra nourishment in your life. So trust that if you found this reading today, there is a message here for you. I'm setting the intention, as always, to give you the best messages you need to hear today. And I am starting with the Rainbow Tarot. Let's take a look and see what we need to talk about today. What's most important for my friend to hear today? Ooh, wow. Okay, so I had the Queen of Wands fly all the way over here. Oh my gosh. And then the Knight of Wands. Interesting. This could be some kind of, I don't know if it's like love connection or someone in your life, I feel, is seeing you and giving you some of the respect now that you deserve. This is either romantic or platonic or, some kind of relationship where someone's actually starting to see you for your magic, and wanting to honor that and perhaps even learn from you when it comes to the magic that you possess. Coming at you with honor, respect, and just a curiosity of how they can honor you and how they can learn from you. There's something like that. Spouse. I have the Six of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. I feel that this is talking about both of you. However, this is about that you both have been through your own trials and tribulations and been through a lot of sorrow, heartbreak in your lives. And also, I feel both of you have been through real chapters of the unknown, not sure what's coming around the corner and just having to really trust in the unknown. Both of you have been through quite a lot to be able to see and notice the magic within each other, and that's where I feel the honor and respect is coming in, because like recognizes like, and even if it wasn't the exact same situations you guys went through, it's still the acknowledgement of being able to hold yourself through very difficult moments. And I think that's what both of you have kind of had a masterclass in this life, and that's why you're able to notice the self-mastery within each other. There's something like that. What else? What else is important to know? I have the Knight of Cups, and again, I feel like this goes in the area of they just want to come with you with respect and just honoring, because that literally fills up their cup. And I think for you too, it feels so nice to have someone just honor and not try to change you, not try to fracture you in order to fit in or whatever, to be accepted. It's just very much they can see you and they can recognize you, and they've done their own emotional work where they're not trying to extract something from you. It's truly they just want to make your life happier, easier, with more pleasure. There's just an honoring of your energy is what I see. And then vice versa, I feel like this is allowing you to actually open up, be your lover girl, be your lover boy type energy, and really receive, and then really feel like this is a safe space to also give. This is exciting. What else? What else is important to know here? I have Death. I have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. It's you're not even attracted anymore to people that spike your nervous system in any way. The Knight of Swords is definitely indicative of someone that is impulsive with their energy, doesn't think things through before they say them, I guess 100%. And I love that it's kind of the knight's facing towards death and then the queen of cups is facing away. It's like you're no longer attracted to these kinds of people and situations that leave you feeling on edge, that leave you questioning like yourself and the relationship. And I think that's why, because you have such a clear boundary now with those types of people, that's why this person's now able to find you and see you, is because you yourself have been up leveling just naturally in your vibration and what you've gone through, and you prioritize like your own heart. You're now like the safety of your heart, you yourself, like you have gained the wisdom to know where it's safe to put your heart and where it's not, and you're willing to wait for the safety. And I think that's why this person's coming in now, is because you've been waiting. You've done work and have shown yourself and shown the universe, which is you, that you are willing to wait for what you deserve in a safe place to put your heart. And what I see is like perhaps now that's showing up, that type of relationship. I have the Page of Swords and the Six of Cups. Even like, it's kind of funny because I feel like it has you questioning still, like what this relationship's either coming in now or soon, and it just feels like you're doubting it's real. You're doubting it's real. Like it just feels like, wait, I know I've been asking for this and wanting this and waiting for it, but now that's actually here, is it real? Is this really happening? Can I really trust this? And I think it's more of like the ego mind trying to protect itself. But what I get from the energy is like, yes, you can. You can definitely trust yourself, or trust this person, trust this connection, because again, you have become so clear about, you can see where people are honoring themselves. And if someone isn't truly honoring themselves, they can't truly honor you. So you become very aware of like how, like who's going to be good for you and who isn't. And that's where I think the biggest indicator here is like, maybe you're still getting to know this person on a deeper level, but they're showing you signs of like the turkeys. I have turkeys outside my window right now, in case you hear gobbling. They're showing you that they can honor themselves, that they're not looking to leech off of you and your energy to validate themselves, for example. Like they're self-contained, they are sovereign, they have a mastery of their feminine, masculine energies within them, just like you do. And that's why you're able to see them and recognize, okay, this person is coming from truth and not from deception. So I still think perhaps the mind is, catching up with the reality, which is normal, but just to know that you can trust this connection, that it's deep. It's deep and loving and honoring. That's what I feel. Okay, I gotta move on now to some oracle messages. I think I'm gonna start with the Rainbow Brain Skull deck. Let's look at this deck here. You're never more than a half step away from being back in the flow. I love that. This is the card, number 33. It says the creative force is all around you all the time. It's time to find your way back and dive in. It's not far from where you sit now. After all, it's the creative force. Yeah, I guess that's just a good reminder. And I think that's just how you've been operating more in your life. It's just with true flow, surrender, letting life direct you truly, not putting up a fight against it because your ego wants things a certain way. I mean, if we have a body, then we have an ego, and it's going to be with us until we don't have a body any longer, right? So that's going to happen. But I think your trusting and surrendering and flowing process, like as much as you've been working on that self mastery within you, I think that's also indicative of this relationship is like just to let go and let it flow. I think still, like, you know, when we're talking about your heart, um it's a very potent place, and you're not wanting to risk it. But I think that's just part of opening your heart because you can't guarantee anything, right? So with this relationship and with the opening of your heart at even deeper levels, it's very important to just keep going with the flow of it and to not let, for example, other people's opinions or the fear of your own ego get in the way of truly being able to open up and experience love. Truly, because that's what we came here for is to have these deep experiences. And you're doing a disservice to yourself and to life by not flowing with what's happening, resisting it in ways. Yeah, that's just wanting to be said, I feel, from this deck. I'm going to pull next from the Moonology deck. Best message for my friend from the moon. It says, look at the bigger picture, the full moon in Sagittarius. Nice. As I'm recording this, we just had a full moon in Sagittarius just over a week ago, and it was a blue moon. Very end of May 2026. So this moon was just here energetically. Do you hear the turkeys? Says, look at the bigger picture. So very much so, that's something that I feel like you have mastered, taking the bird's eye view. You kind of have to be able to do this deep work like you've done. And I feel like it's asking you to do that around the relationship as well. Right now, it's like feeling perhaps a little bit uneasy or not, you haven't quite given yourself 100%. There's no rush on that, but it's just like, it's more just like, look at the bigger picture, but like what's possible here? What could be the possibilities? And I'm sure because our monkey minds are crazy, I'm sure you started to look at those, but you know, it's often, you know, it can be best case scenario or worst case scenario. And I'm hearing like just to surrender to the best case is something about maybe your mind goes into the negative and maybe perpetuates that. But with Sagittarius, it's like all possibilities exist. And it's also the higher learning and the higher knowledge. So I feel that both of you are really here to teach each other a lot when it comes to, you know, the bigger things of life. Truly, I think you're learning a lot from this person and they are from you. And it could be as well like, because Sagittarius is about long distance travel. So it could be that both of you are traveling or plan to travel. But for sure, it's like having big open minds and perhaps like big open conversations about the meanings of life or about any kind of niche subject that you guys nerd out about. There's just something here where you're able to really connect with this person, not only emotionally, but then mentally as well. And then perhaps physically, if you're wanting to go explore and experiment other places in the world. That's how I feel about that card. Okay, finally, my friend, I'm going to pull from the I Create My Reality deck. Oh my goodness. One was ready for you. Ha ha ha. Oh my gosh, this card. It says flow like water, just like the flow card we had. We got a couple rivers here to just flow with it. Okay, it says wherever intention goes, energy flows. Set your intention and trust the process, wholly, completely. Know that the universe is unfolding as it should. Be in the present to experience it. when you love your life, every minute of it, and accept situations as they are, you start to flow like water down a river. The more we flow, the more energy is created. Nice. Yeah, and I think obviously that can go for whichever direction your thoughts are heading on a daily basis. Maybe sometimes they're doubting and you start to doubt yourself and put yourself down and stuff. Um, and then unfortunately that creates more of that. And then same when you're being more positive with the possibilities and who you are and all the things, then that amplifies. And I'm just thinking like as a woman, like um I feel like we go through naturally different obviously phases every month of what we're experiencing. And I feel the message is like just to notice more about how you're speaking to yourself, even in those phases where it gets to be a little bit more difficult to be kind with yourself, or you're noticing your thoughts are more negative. Can you just surrender to this is where I am right now, and this is teaching me something, and I am being in more trust, flow, and surrender. And then obviously this goes with your relationship too, but I'm not going to repeat what I said earlier because that still stands. Um, but yeah, just noticing your thoughts more and remembering that, okay, well, if I can change the direction of my thoughts, and where I'm focusing is growing. Uh, and yeah, your intention to just like connect with yourself and also maybe to surrender to this relationship in new ways that open up your heart in new ways. Like that's a powerful intention too. So it's all coming back to just noticing, being intentional with yourself, being self aware, which is all the work you're already doing. But it's just the reminder you can do this now, even at a deeper level within yourself and within this new relationship, which I think both of you are like helping to awaken yourselves to even deeper versions of yourselves, and then also this deeper version of being in connection with someone so close on this level that I don't think you've really experienced at this depth before. So it's cool. It's feeling like two people that are matching energy, matching power, matching emotions. Two people that are falling equally, more or less at the same time. Like both with this commitment to each other because there's been this commitment to self first. Something like that. So that concludes your message. I hope it brought you nourishment and just confirmation for where you are in your life right now. Come on back whenever you need more nourishment confirmation. My channel is a library of timeless mystery readings. You just pick one based on your intuition. I have my link down below to work with me. And yeah, I have new readings coming out right now on YouTube every Monday and Thursday. So, till the next one, guys, we'll see you on the next reading. Bye.